Good morning, Notre Dame, and welcome back to ND Sunrise. My name is Jenna Collier.
And I'm Shannon Lipscomb. This is our first show of the fall season, and I'm definitely feeling this crisp fall weather. We're going to start today's episode off with some of the top stories of this week, so stay tuned for the student poll results with Elena Morgan.
Welcome back to Notre Dame Television. I'm Elena Morgan, coming to you from our studio in the Duncan Student Center. Recently, Scholastic Magazine and NDTeaV collaborated to administer a poll to the Notre Dame student body about their thoughts on the upcoming 2024 election. On September 17th and 18th, we set up a table at the Duncan Student Center and invited students passing by to scan a QR code that linked to the anonymous survey. 237 students responded and helped give us a better idea of the political climate here at Notre Dame. When students were asked if they're registered to vote in their home state, almost 81% said that they were registered and that they are planning to vote in the election. If you're one of those who is not currently registered, check out vote.gov to learn more about your state's deadlines and specific rules for voting, especially when it comes to absentee ballots. Next, Notre Dame students were asked what political ideology they most identified with. And it turns out our campus is pretty evenly split. 36.2% of respondents identified as either liberal or very liberal, and 36.3% of respondents identified as either conservative or very conservative, with 29.5% describing themselves as moderate. As far as what issues are important to Notre Dame students, the top concern for respondents was the economy, followed by the state of democracy and then reproductive rights. Finally, the big question of this election: Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? The poll asked, if the election were held today, which presidential ticket would you be most likely to vote for? 57.4% of respondents said that they would vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, and 42.6% said that they would vote for Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. If you're interested in seeing the full results from the Scholastic NDTeaV 2024 Issues Poll, check out Scholastic's website at scholastic.nd.edu. And make sure to check back here at Notre Dame Television for more political reporting and updates about the 2024 election. Thank you for watching NDTeaV. I'm Elena Morgan, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Elena. Speaking of results, this week the U.S. News Report released its annual Best College Rankings. The University of Notre Dame is up 2 spots from last year, ranking 18th out of the 443 U.S. News national universities. Sitting in the top 4%, Notre Dame continues its reign as the #1 university in the state of Indiana and the only Indiana institution to regularly place among the top 20 in the nation.
Looking to live on the edge? Well, Notre Dame has just the answer for you. The university has just announced financing for their newest housing development, the Northern Edge, which will be located at the northeast corner of Douglas Road and State Road 933. The development could provide up to 565 new units, including senior apartments, townhomes, and multifamily units, all open to the South Bend community.
The McDonald Center for Student Wellbeing, affectionately known as McWell, is launching 2 new programs. First up is Knit and Stitch. Join McWell on the 2nd floor of St. Liam's Hall every Tuesday until October 24th for tea, conversation, and the opportunity to learn and practice fiber arts. Supplies are limited, so bring your own yarn and supplies to crochet, knit, or embroider in the restorative spaces. All experience levels are welcome. McWell is also initiating the Al-Anon 12-step recovery program, created to instill hope for new beginnings in those affected by drinking problems of a parent, relative, or friend. Meetings are held throughout the academic year every Wednesday from 5:45 to 6:45 p.m. in room 404 of the main building.
Notre Dame Global just wrapped up its annual Study Abroad Week. From Monday through Thursday, the university hosted numerous information sessions and even trivia to inform students about the semester and summer study abroad programs. 77% of undergraduate students participate in study abroad at Notre Dame. Notre Dame Global also hosted identity panels in collaboration with student government to showcase the diverse experiences of students who have studied abroad in the past.
Big things are up ahead for Fighting Irish men's basketball with the first 2 commitments from the class of 2025. Earlier this week, 4-star and top 100 recruit Brady Collier committed to Notre Dame. The 6'9", 180-pound forward from Indianapolis chose Notre Dame over a top group of Wake Forest, Northwestern, Iowa, and Virginia Tech. Just yesterday, 5-star and top 10 recruit Jalen Harrelson also committed to Notre Dame. The 6'7", 210-pound forward from Fishers, Indiana, chose Notre Dame over Duke, Gonzaga, and Kansas.
And speaking of sports, let's see what else the Fighting Irish have been up to lately.
Hey everybody, join us at Shamrock Sports after sunrise at 3:30 for everything you need to know about Notre Dame athletics. That's 3:30 right here on NDTeaV every week.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks, Jake. Can't wait to tune into this week's sports coverage.
Residential life is one of the biggest aspects of the Notre Dame community. This week, we are heading to Dunne Hall with Trey Cotey.
What's up, NDTeaV? I'm Trey Cotey. This is my home, Dunne Hall, home of the Sentinels. We're going to show you around for a little dorm tour today on ND Sunrise. Let's step inside. So, Dunne Hall was built in 2016, so it's fairly recent compared to a lot of the other dorms. The way you get in is just a little keypad. You can get an area phone card on your phone. And then you just step right in. This is the main entrance. Going right into the main area. Just a little desk here. We got printers back there, all the fixings. And then we can work our way this way to the main first floor lobby right away. So this is just a little study room area. We have a bunch of those that we'll show a little bit later in the tour. But just starting off, we got a lovely little lobby area with a kitchen. It's the only kitchen in the dorm, which is not great, but if you want to make something, there's a stove top, an oven, microwave, fridge, little ping pong table, little pool table. Beautiful little lounge area. This is where we host Hall Gov every Tuesday night, 9:30, right before Pizza Mass at 10. More on Pizza Mass coming later. Yeah, this is the little first main lobby. Wonderful place. Normally guys are here playing ping pong late at night and stuff. It's a good time to just see friends and hang out. Rector lives right in there, Father Eric. He's not here right now, but that's where he lives. Main staircase area as well. So this goes all the way up to all 4 floors with Dunne Hall. And it also goes down to the basement, which is where we are going right now. And there's a few things to do in the basement. You'll find yourself down here fairly often if you're living in Dunne. The first thing to do would be to hit a lift. We see some lovely Sentinels getting their pump on right now in the lovely name Dungeon. I was there this morning. Got to start bright and early. And then we also got, I don't even know if I have access to this. It's open, great. This is our PDR room. We got an oven. Our weekly, or nightly I should say, food event, a lot of the dorms have food events, is Pizza Done Right, or PDR, which is done right here. It's every night from Sunday night through Thursday night, so not on Fridays and Saturdays, from 9 p.m. to midnight. There's a guy or two down here making pizzas on demand, selling them upstairs. It's kind of tough to get food on campus late at night when the dining hall's closed. So this is a great way. You'll see a ton of guys getting PDR almost every night. And it also helps to fund our Dunne Hall retreat, which is at the beginning of second semester where all the guys come back a few days early, bond, have a great time together at a retreat center a little off campus. So yeah, PDR, we love it. It's fantastic. And it keeps you full. Shut the light off. A bunch of storage stuff down here, athletic storage. You can take a look in there. It'll be nothing but golf clubs. There you go, just straight golf clubs. There's a few nice courses around campus. I was actually playing last night with my fellow cameraman, Peyton. Peyton, you can show yourself. Laundry room. The laundry room is super important because you don't want to walk around smelling all day. So we got a lovely little laundry room here. A few washers, a few dryers, it's all free. You just gotta pay for your own Tide Pods. And make sure you take your laundry out on time. Set a timer, because people don't do that enough. So we're gonna walk back up this staircase here, and we're gonna go up to the second floor. So there's 4 floors and done with residents, and there's 6 sections. So there's the first floor and the 4th floor that just have 1 section each. Second floor has 2 west, where I reside, and 2 south. Shout out to West, baby. The second floor and the third floor both have 2 sections, so 6 sections total. And that's important because of section football. Section football in the fall is the most fun thing we do. It's every Friday, sometime between 3 and 4:30. All the sections draft a 7-on-7 football team and end up playing against each other for bragging rights and section dominance. And it gets very competitive, especially come playoff time. Wonderful. From a little Dunne Hall dorm tour. Oh, nice. So we're back on the main staircase now and making our way up to the second floor. These guys go all the way up. Dunne's fairly nicely furnished since it's one of the newer dorms. If you see some of the older ones, they're a lot less pretty and a lot older for sure. This is the second floor lounge, so every floor has a lounge. We'll show you the third floor lounge in a bit. But we got a little air hockey table, a foosball, having a great time. Guys are out here all the time, whether it's just doing homework or just chilling or playing video games, PS5 over there plugged in, Nintendo Switch, a lot of good stuff. Making our way over to 2 West now, might I say, best section in Dunne. Woo! I might have to say it. And this is what a typical hallway looks like. Every hallway has a whiteboard with a different question. What professional sport do you think you could play and that you're eligible for? Because a lot of people were putting some things that they're not eligible for. Not going to name any specifics there. My answer, what was my answer? I don't think I had one. I'd be great at the Hunger Games though.
I was poker.
You were poker?
I was
you
poker.
Would not be good at poker.
I'd be great at poker.
You're terrible. I win money off you all the time. We're now going to take a look at just a typical freshman double. This is my cameraman Peyton's room. We're just going to take a brief little look-see here. This is a typical freshman double. So you normally walk in, very similar. I'll play like a champion, love it, little hat rack too. This is a very typical setup. You're just going to have a sink with a mirror on it and a light. And then a lot of guys opt to loft their beds, so we got 2 different lofted beds here. That's just why you save the most space. You got a desk and a dresser underneath both of them. And then a futon on one side and a TV with cabinets on the other. That's what a lot of people do, and all of this stuff, other than the furniture, is brought by the kids living here. But this is a very typical setup. This is how my room looked freshman year. Yeah, there's also an AC unit over here, which is big time, especially in the first couple weeks of the year when it is blazing hot outside. 73 degrees in here. If you went into like Stanford or something right now, it'd probably be more like 78. So that's big time. This is just a typical freshman double. Nothing too exciting, but fairly nice rooms. So there's 2 side staircases in Dunne. This one goes all the way up to the 4th floor. The other one only goes to the 3rd floor because the 4th floor doesn't go on that side of the building. But yeah, there's side staircases in case there's a fire that's under here, so you can get out at the bottom. So there's the main entrance on one side, the main entrance on the other side, and then 2 side staircases. So those are the ways to get into the building. Up to the 3rd floor now. He's walking around. This is a very similar setup to 2 West. We're just in 3 North now, right above us. So there's the same nook. They don't have a hallway through Dunne because they're lame. But very, very similar setup here. Just a normal hallway. Theirs is actually a lot cleaner than ours is. Our hallway has a lot of debris in it. People leaving out their shower shoes. Don't vote for Kyle. I don't know who the other candidate is, but don't vote for Kyle. So these guys got a little putting green down here. Good stuff. We did have a hallway golf event the other day, versus 3 North. I got 2nd. I couldn't get it done, but I did my best, and it was a lot of fun. Brought out the 3-wood. Hit it hard, hit it firm. Yeah, so that's just 3 North. Ties the RA. RA rooms are always right at the end of the section. Should show you my RA, Connor Milligan. He's a great dude, but this is Ty. He's the RA. This is a 6-man right here, so there's 6 sophomores that live in here. The way that works is there's going to be a common room in the middle, and then a side room on one side, a side room on the other with 3 guys in each. So there's 4 6-mans. They're kind of the life of the dorm. They have people over all the time, freshmen, help them get used to life at Notre Dame and just have a good time. Like when this is the 3 North lounge, or just the 3rd floor lounge, I guess. Theirs is bigger than the 2nd one by a lot because they don't have that little balcony thing. So they got a great setup TV, whole bunch of couches here. I mean, that's way more than we got. And then a lovely little dining area over here. It's wonderful. Now we're gonna make our way into the Dunne Hall Chapel. Every dorm on campus has a chapel. I really like ours. It's really, really fantastic. I'm just gonna take a brief second and show you around a little bit. So this is the chapel. We have mass here at 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, I believe, or Thursday. And then all Sunday mass is at 4:30 p.m. here. Our very special mass is Tuesday night mass. We call it pizza mass because it's about a 30-minute mass. And then everyone goes up to the 4th floor with our priest in residence, Father Kevin, and we have a discussion around pizza from PDR. So Tuesday mass is a really, really good time. And then Sunday mass is always good as well when all the boys come out. Back out into the main lobby here, back on the first floor. And what we're walking past now are basically a whole bunch of study rooms. So if it's late at night and you don't want to go all the way to the library, or we got Steven's in there right now, or you just want to get down here for a bit and lock in, get out of your room, find some separation a little bit. This is a great area. People aren't really locked in here, not making much noise, just locked in and doing their work. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of study rooms, so you always find a place to sit. We also are lucky enough to have faculty in residence as well. John and Karen Deek live right down the hall from us. They're both professors here, and they help a lot with freshmen acclimating to life and college. What's it like to be a college student? Like, what are college professors like? How does that whole thing work? They're very accessible, very helpful, and generally just very good people. So we're blessed to have them. And with that, that is basically the end of the Dunne Hall dorm tour. I didn't show you too much of the first floor in the hallway or the fourth floor, but it's pretty much just more of the same. So I figured we'll show you enough hallways, and that's all there is.
3, 2, 1. Done.
Thanks, Trey. We love getting an exclusive look into Notre Dame's dorm life.
Last week, Welsh fam held their annual Hoedown Throwdown on South Quad. Here's Sophie with a recap of the event.
Hi, my name is Sophia Tran, and I'm here today with Welsh fam's Hoedown Throwdown event. Let's see what's happening.
I heard sirens first time that I saw you smile. Yeah, mama couldn't tame a little wild child. Grew up right on the county line that you weren't afraid to cross. You're the kind of girl that could tear up a town. Hell up on the heart, put your head in the clouds. At the radio, on the rodeo.
Thus far, and there's still a lot of time left. But yeah, everyone's really excited about the bowl. I think we got a good location, and I think we'll raise good money for some new gardens today.
That hard 0 to 60, carry me away like the Mississippi rolls. Gold sunset is my silver lining, bouncing off your eyes like a couple diamonds. Levi G's on the bench seat, sliding close.
I'm here with Lila, who reported
29.
29 seconds on the bowl. How was your experience?
My hands were surprisingly a lot more sweaty than I anticipated, and I think that's ultimately what did me in. Should have made it to 30.
Well, thank you so much, Lila.
I was hitting full head of steam, shotgun rider with the hair in a breeze. Lord knows nobody's looking at me, if you know what I mean. It's sunlighting on my lips every time you kiss me. 2 seconds flat, hard 0 to 60, carry me away like a Mississippi roll. Gold sunset is my silver lining, bouncing off her eyes like a couple diamonds. Levi jeans on the bench seat, sliding close.
I'm here with Abby, our hall president. Abby, how are your thoughts on this event today?
Oh my gosh, it's awesome. I love seeing everybody show up and show out. We haven't had this event in 2 years. It's going awesome, it's going amazing, and I couldn't ask for anything better.
Rain, come today, till the sunshine to take a break. Gray sky blowing in from the north. What you say we go ahead and lock the door?
Thanks, Sophie. I'll make sure to attend next year so I can try my hand at mechanical bull riding.
You may be drinking your morning coffee, but Sunrise has all the tea. Zora and Jada are here with us live to discuss all of the piping hot topics.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome.
I'm here with Jada Bettis. Year 2 of NDTeaV, going strong. Jada, what's our first question?
So our first question was sent in by a viewer saying,
They're all sent in.
by the way, the first question was, should summer flings stay in the summer? Now, personally, I didn't let mine stay in the summer, and it didn't end well. So, like, that's an answer enough, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. I personally didn't really have a summer fling. There was just, like, one townie in there that, like, you know, and it, like,
And it
didn't end well.
Right,
Because
exactly.
he was telling me what to do.
Oh. See, mine just, it was a unanimous decision that it should get cut. So
Yeah, and because you have to, summer, no's, fall, yeses, cuffing season is coming up.
cuffing season is coming.
Okay.
Cuffing season is, I fear I might have to take a break, but cuffing season is coming for most.
For
So find
most.
you a cuff.
Yeah, get cuffed. All right. Question number 2. The person who sent this in is really real.
Okay.
Said,
let's hear
should
it.
I be entertaining short kings?
This is a controversial topic because some people are all for it. They have great personalities. They're funny. They normally have a good face card. But if you can't get over
Okay.
that height,
Face card is lethal. I will say, on those
Right.
short kings, face
Right.
card is
hard to beat.
lethal.
Hard to beat. Hard to beat.
I used to be one of those people who was like, no, absolutely not. However, try anything once.
I mean, you could stand and give them a chance.
Yeah, they're funny
Yeah,
too.
you could stand and give them a chance.
They're funny. I like short men.
That's definitely not my personal preference, but I think you can't stand and give it a shot. Like, you never know. I might have to give that a shot.
Yeah, you should.
Nothing against them. Nothing against
Well,
them.
after what I told you off camera, maybe not. But
Yeah, I'm not doing what you said off camera. Third question, sent in. Is new school year actually new me? Or do people fall back into the same habits? What are you thinking?
do people change? I feel like is the bigger question here.
That's a deep question. That's not a yes or no question.
I feel like if you commit to like making a schedule and you actually stick to it and you have like 1 or 2 attainable goals, then I feel like you're fine.
Okay.
And I feel like you can, like, I want to go to the gym more often. I'm going to put time in my Google Calendar to go to the gym. And therefore, that's like new semester, new me. Because, I mean, winter's coming.
Winter is
Halloween weekend is coming.
Halloween weekend is coming. Those tiny outfits are coming. I think it's one of those things where you just have to go in like with the mindset of like, you know, this is my year. Like, I need to do this. Because if you don't, it's never gonna happen. Like, it's never. It has to be you. It is never ever gonna happen. And it's so easy to fall back into the same habits. So that's something you have to be really aware of. So I think it's really up to the person. So like, can you change? Is the bigger question.
Yeah. All right. And our 4th and final question. This one's a doozy.
Uh-oh.
People around campus are calling me crazy over a misconception.
Oh.
What should I do?
This is a really specific question. Do you think?
It is specific.
Right. So what would you do if you were, like, say hypothetically, if this was you, hypothetically only.
Well, I feel like it
What would
depends on
you
the
do?
misconception. Because I've been there, girl. I've been there.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what did you do?
You just kind of gotta sing your own song, honestly, because people are gonna think whatever about you, but you have to know your truth and stand in it. And I feel like that. Because if you go around being like, I'm not crazy, then I feel like you are.
Right. I mean, I think you just have to be you. I mean, like, if somebody thinks you're crazy, then you're crazy. You can't make everybody happy. Depending on the misconception now. I would like to say depending on the misconception.
What if I give you a hypothetical misconception?
Okay, let me hear it.
What if somebody was saying
Hypothetical.
that they would always blow up their phone, but the person in question, me, didn't even have their phone number.
Oh, that's just delusional, I fear.
So why are we lying?
I fear that's just lies. I fear that, you can't defend that. I mean, you're lying. So who's really crazy in this situation? Not
Exactly.
you. It's definitely the person.
Exactly.
And that's how that's from first person, that's how I would handle it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jada.
Of course.
That is the end of NDTeaV. Tune in to our next episode, which is coming up very soon. We have some exciting stuff planned for you. Thank you. Back to the desk.
Thanks, guys. Well, we sure have a lot going on campus this weekend. Here are some events to look forward to.
Shamrock Capella is happening tonight on Library Lawn from 9 p.m. to midnight, and will feature a cappella performances from the Undertones, Harmonia, and Unchained Melodies. There will also be a headphone dance party, food trucks, and more.
This Sunday from 10 to 11:30 a.m., join the Student Union Board for yoga on South Quad. Free smoothies and yoga with a dome view? What else could someone need?
Next week, Notre Dame students will be putting on the play The Wolves by Sarah DeLapp. The Pulitzer Prize-nominated play follows the coming-of-age story of a girls' high school soccer team. The Wolves opens next Wednesday and will run through Sunday afternoon in the Philbin Studio Theater in the DeBartolo Performing Arts Center. Tickets are available at the DeBartolo Performing Arts Center box office or online at performingarts.nd.edu.
Join Campus Safety on Thursday, October 3rd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the second annual Zombie Preparedness Festival. Join fellow students, faculty, and staff outside Gate E at the Notre Dame Stadium to learn how to prepare for the apocalypse. Because if you're prepared for zombies, you're prepared for any emergency.
And that's all we have for today's episode of ND Sunrise.
Thank you for tuning in this morning. From us and everyone here at the studio, have an amazing rest of your day, and go Irish.
Enjoyed the show? Catch our newscast every Friday morning in the Duncan Student Center and North Dining Hall from 9 to 11 a.m. You can also find us on the NDTeaV YouTube page under the ND Sunrise playlist. And to keep up on all of the latest news, make sure to follow us at Notre Dame Television on Instagram and at Notre Dame TV on X, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to get involved with NDTeaV, we're always searching for people interested in student-led broadcasting and TV production. Come visit our studio on the second floor of Duncan Student Center, or send us an email at ndtv@nd.edu. Go Irish!